What's going on, everyone? We are live. Hope all you are having a great day today. Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, and we're going to get right back into it. We are going to do some work to build ourselves, our company that is worth $1 million, or a company that generates $1 million of revenue every single year. That's what we're working towards. And the company, of course, is Pixel Media Corporation, which is a creative services business. And today what we are going to start working on, continue working on, because we've been doing this for a while, is we are going to systematize our onboarding process. So what we have set up so far is that on our website, maybe I'll bring up the website. Whoops. Right now, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you have your website right now. A customer comes in and they see everything that we offer. They really like what we have, and they click Get Started. So they click Get Started. That brings them to a payment link so they can pay right away, and then they can subscribe. And then as soon as they do that, we have an automation with Zapier, which sends them an automatic email whenever they get paid, and it lets them know, number one, of course, thank you so much for purchasing our subscription plan. We're very happy to have you on board, blah, 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 blah. And be on the lookout for an email from us in the next little while. Probably, I don't know if I say exactly within the next 24 hours or what have you, that we are setting up your Asana project, because that's how we're going to be communicating going forward. Now, beyond just setting up an Asana project for them to be able to reach out and communicate with us and for us to communicate with them, we want to set up this whole project with a few initial tasks that we're going to be giving to the client so that they could learn more how to better work with us, all the materials and items that we need from them. Basically, all the things that I do on a day-to-day basis every time I have a new customer, I want to make sure that that process is completely documented and that I could reuse all of that stuff and have it so that every single new client can just have all that information, right? So we don't want to have the same phone calls and kickoff meetings every single time with a client where they're asking us questions of, what do you need from us? What are the timeframes like? How do you want us to deliver the materials? All that information. So we want to automate that whole process. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a demo project, basically a template in Asana that we are going to be able to take and basically copy and paste whenever there's a new client, so that we can give them access to that project so they can basically have all the information. So we'll show you what that looks like, or I'll show you what that looks like. So we're going to create a new project. Now, just give me a second here. Okay, and let's share the screen. So here we are in Asana. Actually, I do have some music here. Is that coming through? Yeah, it should be coming through. Hopefully not too loud. Maybe I'll turn my mic up a little bit. Okay. So we're going to create a new project, and we are going to start this one from scratch. And let's just put it in the Pixel HQ. Yeah, just put it there for now. So let's call this, we're going to call it template, and then new client onboarding. Now, do we want to have separate? I think we might have to have separate templates. One for, again, let's bring this up again, because we have two different types of clients, right? The startup, scale, and I guess the growth. So maybe we can initially have 3 different templates, but for now we're going to stick with one template and just get that going as a starting point. So we're going to have it as a list for now, and let's continue with the setup here. This would be kind of really cool to have an automatic intake where they can request something. That might be something we might want to do. So let's just skip that for now. Oh, it just gets us here. Okay. So automatic template. for a client. So what are we going to want them to do? We want them to get all the information that they need in order to know what it's going to be like working with us, with Pixel, and what information we're going to require from them. So at first, we're going to just jot some stuff down, and we'll probably think about how we're going to organize this in a little bit of better fashion as we go on here. So there's a welcome section. So these are the first things that we'd want the user to do and to see. So I think like let's turn that down a little bit. I think having what would be the best thing to start with? Okay, maybe I'll just write down the things that I know that we're going to want to have, and then we could figure out what the order is that we're going to put these things in for the client to be able to read. Okay, so we're definitely going to want them to be able to so after they do all their tasks, we want them to set up a kickoff appointment to something like that. I just want to see something real quick here. Let me log into my account. So we do have some, I just want to see what the welcome emails, what it says here. All right, so I need to fix this. So this is the welcome email that gets sent automatically to a new customer. And it says, thank you for subscribing to Scale, which I think Scale is the second one. Right. First, we are now setting up your Asana project. Blah, blah. And so maybe instead of setting them here to this virtual meeting, actually, let's take this link here and let's put it in this template. This link to schedule an appointment to speak with the at Pixel. I don't want to, it's just me. Schedule a 1 hour kickoff appointment. There. Good, I like that. So let's just see what we're going to do here. So what are the two things that we want to convey to the user? Number one, that we're working right now to get them their project set up. And number two, you want to like reassure them that they made the right decision, that that they're really going to love this. So how can we say that in a way that doesn't sound too cheesy? So thank you for subscribing to Pixel Scale. I'm really looking forward to working with you to build and scale an amazing website for your business. Or right now, I just want to give expect next few days. First, we're now setting up. Second, I need to edit this. Action. Second, I want you to know that you can reach out to me at any time day or night, and I will I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, I like that. But is there a way I can say that that's a little bit better? I wonder if it's good to say something like this. This is pretty cheesy. I know that sometimes I just want to say sometimes hiring, you know, a company to do whatever your marketing or your website can be scary or unnerving. I just want you to know that you know, it's not going to be like that with us, with me, that you can just reach out anytime, and I'm always happy to answer any of your questions. To know that. So second, I want you to know that I'm available to you anytime, day or night. Anytime you have a question or want to discuss something with me, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'll get back to you, you know, as soon as I can. Why is the spacing different? Oh, I think it's just how it's coding this thing. Okay. You can get in touch with me at odum@pixel.ca. I should be able to have equals mail to, right, at pixel.ca. I hope that works. Second, I want you to know that I am available to you anytime, day or night. I'm always happy. I'm always happy to answer any questions you have or to discuss. I'm always happy to answer any questions you have or to discuss anything that is on your mind. On your mind. So don't hesitate to reach out. I'll just say don't hesitate to reach out. Okay. does it make sense to say something like, I see this as the beginning of a partnership? Did I say that anywhere? Let me look. Partner. No, I don't really say that here on the text. Whoop. Second, I want you to know that I'm available to you anytime, day or night. I'm always happy to answer any questions you have or discuss anything that is on your mind, so don't hesitate to reach out. Right. Maybe not overwhelm them too much with this email. So let's copy this and let's publish this. This is just version whatever the new one is. And this is scale. And now let's go to the startup. And let's, what is the, oh right, the plan ID. Or okay, interesting. Okay, so yes, let's edit this. Let's edit the action. Let's paste that there. It would be very nice just to test this to make sure that this goes through okay. Well, I guess we'll see the first the first email that we get. This is version whatever. Okay, excellent. Now, okay, this one is not going to be needed anymore because we don't have the contact form anymore. Actually, do we have it here? We have this old page and our old contact page, but we don't have it anymore, right? Just make sure it's not right. That's going to 404. So create task, send. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. So let's delete this one. New lead from contact form. And we're going to delete this one. Did that get deleted? I don't know. Let's refresh. Still here. Oh, did it say something? Cannot. Oh, because it's turned on. Okay, so let's turn it off. I should probably read the warnings when they when they pop up. Okay, so let's delete that one. And this is send a text of a new subscriber in MailChimp. Maybe we can do this if it has a different. This is for the community pixels. No, I don't want this one anymore. Because MailChimp, I think, also has its own communication tools when you have new subscribers. So we can do it through there. And we're going to delete this one. Move that to trash. And this is a new invitee created in Calendly, and then I put it in Airtable. Okay. We're also going to turn this one off, and let's delete this one as well. Okay. Okay, so user will come in, get the email, and then we're gonna, it would be nice to get an email. Ooh, am I getting an email? I think I should be getting an email here too. Did I put any like BCC or whatever? Hang on. Right. I should probably put myself on here, right? Just so I know that there's a new sale. I guess I should know through Stripe, but I'd like to see this email anyways. So let's publish that. I wonder if I should use a different email. Oh, we'll just use that for now. So that's the scale. And let's edit this startup one again. I'll edit, action, reply to me, but also BCC. Perfect. I'm probably not going to always want this, especially once I see what Stripe is going to be sending me. Okay. So the first step, well, not the first step. So set up a kickoff meeting. So there's going to be introduction to Asana. And, you know, how we use it for communication. So that's going to be something that's important. And then maybe just a full-on welcome to Pixel. Please watch, you know, this introductory video. So this could also be a very quick video that I could do saying, hey, once again, thank you so much for joining. We're really excited to work together, blah, blah, blah. I'll create that video. So once they have a video, they want to know how we're going to use Asana. So like things to do before our first kickoff meeting. So this is kind of like the homework. So we could be welcome and introductions. And then your initial, could we call it homework? We can just call it homework. Right, your initial homework. And I guess there will be a section. So should be website design and development. I guess if it's a template, I can have one main template and then add or remove certain sections based on what the client is and who they are. Oh, you know what would be really cool is if they could respond to me right away. And, well, I was going to say it'd be nice to know what their company name is so that we can put the company name in here. But I guess I can, once they pay, I could look up their name and kind of see what it is that I might be able to find like their company. Oh, someone's cooking something out there. It smells good. Okay. So definitely want to have a welcome email, introduction to Asana, how we use it to communicate, and maybe introduction to how we share documents documents, files, images, etc. Okay. So what I'm going to say here, this section will have a video which will give a high level introduction of Pixel, what it's going to be like, working together, which is going to be awesome. And then a quick let's say overview of the purpose of this Asana project. And then that'll lead into next task, which is the Asana overview. Perfect. So we introduce them to Asana, how we're going to use it for communication. And here I need to decide on if we should set up a form to submit requests. And I think we probably should. So if I look here and say we're going to create a form. So let's say we want to have a form. Right. So we're going to have, did I close Pixel again? So if we go back here and other things, so you get design revisions and content updates. So we're going to have submit your design, your website design and content design requests and content update requests through this form. Right, well, we don't need, why do we need their email address? We don't need their email address. We don't need their name either. Do we want their name? Sure, maybe. So we want to know, we need a single select, and the option is going to be, we need to connect it to. So the question would be, like, what type of request is this? Maybe we should do this after we set up like an actual field. So what type of request is this? And then the option would be website design, website content. Ooh, could it be anything else? Okay, I think that's it. And we need single line. This question is give this task a title, and then describe in detail what this task is about. And add attachments. Add any attachments here. That's not spelled right. Yeah. All right. Cool. We can add cover images. So we're just gonna play around. Just leave that for now. So, right. Let's see. What does this look like? There's the form link. So if we throw that here, right. So we add the person's name. What kind of request is this? Give it a title and attachments, and then that'll go right to here because they might not want to use this. I mean, if they don't, then they don't. But if they do, that you know, it would be perfect. So I just want to make sure that they have the options. Okay. Maybe we should force them. Not force them, but pretty much, yeah, force them. That if they want a task, they just gotta throw it in here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the welcome to Pixel, introduction to Asana, introduction to how we share documents, and things that initial homework, things to do. So do I want to do this in subtasks or do I want this to be multiple tasks? So I could put it here. For our first kickoff meeting. Yeah, maybe this will be better so that's not too overwhelming in terms of like subtasks versus not subtasks. So we'll keep it simple. So things to do before our first kickoff meeting. All right. So write a brief description of the problem. That is trying to solve. Do I need to get that specific? Tell me about you and your company. You could say so I want to know about the company. And this also depends, again, on whether it's going to be a excuse me, a scale company versus a startup company. But let's keep it generic. So I want to know about the company. It's about asking the right questions as well too. So it's a little bit tough here. Maybe before we get into this, expect during our first kickoff meeting? Okay, what to expect during our first kickoff meeting? How to prepare for our first. This is, I feel like this is really redundant, but we'll organize this a little bit more. So these might not be like how to prepare. So these are the questions that I kind of want to ask. I don't want to ask too right now questions like, what are the goals of your website? Because if they're just, you know, those might be the things that we might work out together in conversations as well too. Because they might not know, or I might have some ideas that they never thought of what they can do with their first website or with their new website, right? Can you tell me about your target audience for your website? It'd be nice to have like mood boards. Like if I had a list of like, here's 50 websites and like pictures of them. Pick which ones you'd like. Okay, that would be really great. Websites you love, and three examples of websites you hate. I mean, these are questions, I guess. I gotta formulate exactly how I want to ask these questions. Maybe I could just call it this, right? Kickoff meeting. Just what to expect. How to prepare. Initial questions. Initial questions to answer and email. Right. So we can do it like this. Initial questions. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself and your company. Who would you like to target with your website? Who would you like to target with your website? And yeah, how much it's interesting about how much detail to get started. So how to prepare? Let's content. That's the big thing here. Got to remember that they need to write the content. How to prepare? I mean, that could be like two main points. So this first one is content. They need to start thinking about the pages and content for their site. And then two, what do I call this? Information. So answer questions to give me a good understanding of who they are, what they like, and what they want. Yeah. So we need to decide exactly what that's going to look like. Again, I'm trying to keep this as simple. Like my mind is in the, like I want to have the mindset that people or this client would have no knowledge of Asana, has never used it before. And I want to make it as easy and seamless as possible to get them introduced to this thing. Right? And if we can simplify this to the point where, yes, they might not have every single thing ready for the time that we're meeting, but if they could understand all the things that I'm going to require from them, it'll make the process that much easier. Like, hey, we need the content. We need the structure of the layout of the website. We need to know what kind of things that you like, what you don't like, what you're looking for in the website. So, yeah. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay. So how to prepare. And then I wonder, I'm just trying to think about how to prepare. So like information. Please answer. To these questions. Ah, God. Trying to think about how to word this the most effectively. So you have your welcome. Yeah. So kickoff meeting. It's just what to expect during the meeting, then how to prepare for the meeting. Maybe it should be right here. Okay. Like I say, there are for us. Well, yeah. How do we say this? Work as efficiently as possible. There are a few things that you will need to do. Let's say to ensure your website is as efficient. I gotta work on the wording here. Things that will be required to provide us so that we can work. All together. To ensure that the process of building a website is as efficient as possible, there are some things that you'll Can you move this? It's weird. Oh, interesting. I can move like the different sections. Interesting. Cool. I didn't know that. Okay, to ensure. Right. I'm having trouble with the wording here. So, building a great website. Site takes teamwork. So stupid. Maybe in order to come best prepared for our kickoff meeting, we can review maybe I can, okay. There are two main things that you can do, that you'll need to do in order to come best prepared for our kickoff meeting. And I want to say almost like and to find out if we're going to be a good fit working together, but I'm going to come prepared for a kickoff meeting. Things fall into two categories. One, content, and then two, questions. Okay, I don't want this to be numbered. Oh, you're not going to let me not number this thing? So content, maybe underline it too. Okay. Every website needs this content. During the process of building your website, we'll need you to provide all the written content that you want for each page. When you come to our kickoff meeting, you'll want to have a good idea of, okay, no music's playing. Hang on a sec. Okay, you want to have a good idea of how many of which pages you want for your site. Home, about, contact, services. Which pages you want for your website and what content. To write for them. Of course, we will be working with you on determining what the final structure of your site will look like. But you'll need to guide the direction. There will be, but we will be looking to you to help guide the direction by showing us the content that you want on your website. The final structure of your website. If you have images that you know, if you have images and or graphics that you know you want on the site, then that is great. You can send them. You can send them to us. Oh, when you are ready. If not, that's okay, as we will provide you with provide you with any images from Adobe stock. You need from Adobe stock. Okay, and then part 2 is questions, right? And I'm going to bold, underline. Should this be like a heading? Oh yeah, maybe it should be a heading, eh? Should be like H1? No. H2. Detail as possible before our kickoff meeting. Don't worry about making it perfect. Don't worry about making it perfect. Just want to get a sense of who you are, what you do, and how I can best serve you and your business. Okay, so question number 1. Tell me a little about yourself and your what target audience do you have in mind for your website? Give me 3 examples of website you love and why. And then can you give me 3 examples of websites you hate and why? I could say something like, to take. After I think that's good enough. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, no, I still want this to be an H2. But, oh, okay. I don't want it underlined. There we go. I still like to have a space here. Okay. What is slash for menu? Oh, interesting. Oh my goodness, you can do all kinds of cool things in here. What's this chart? Oh, this is really cool. Oh, section break. What does a section? Whoop. What does a section break look like? Cool. But delete. Okay. Maybe here I'll put one of those section breaks. Maybe not underlining. There are two main things that you'll need to do in order to come prepared for a kickoff meeting. These things fall into these things. All right. Content. I'm just gonna say like what website website content, and yeah. But we will be looking to you for direction based on the content, yes, that you want on your website. And then there we go. Maybe let's put this at the front. Okay, what to expect, how to prepare. Okay. So that's better than giving them stuff in tasks, I think. Let's see what this looks like on a normal size screen. Oh my goodness, it's so small. Okay. You could read the whole thing in this description. They'll also be able to edit it, but that's okay. I mean, they could do what they... Oh my goodness, this is crazy. It's like so small. What was it before? What, 150? Yeah, okay. So that's a heading. Nope. Okay, I don't need to book an appointment with myself. Okay, schedule a 1 hour kickoff appointment. Okay. So content updates. So that, I think, would be a really great spot if I started that they got all this information ready for us before we meet, right? What you need to do the content. That's going to be up to you. If you have it written, then that's all the better. So one thing that every website needs is content. During the process of building your website, we'll need you to provide all the written content that you want. And content for the website. During the process, we'll need you to provide all the written content. I just want to say something like the sooner that we can have the content, the sooner your website can be done. So like we need it. It's super important. Ideally, it would be fantastic to have all your content written so we can get started immediately on building out your website. However, simply kicked out of meeting. Having a good idea of which pages you want from your site and what content for them is good. Ideally, it would be fantastic to have all your content written so we get started immediately on building your website. However, I understand that No. However, simply coming to our kickoff meeting, having a good idea of which pages you want for your website, and what content to write for them is a great start. Of course, we will be working with you on determining the final structure of your website. All right. We don't need to say that. You can send them to us when you are ready. And I'm going to link to at introduction. Can we not link? I know we could. It's only the URL. See. Introduction to how we share documents. Right. If you have images and or graphics that you know, you want on your website, say on your website, then please send them to us when you are ready. See blah 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 on how to do this. If not, that's more than okay. If not, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We will provide you with as many images as you need from Adobe stock. And that we could link to. Maybe I'll just put the .com because they might not be from Canada. Okay. Questions? Please answer these questions in as much detail as possible before our kickoff meeting. Don't worry about making it perfect. I just want to get a sense of who you are, what you do, and how I can best serve you and your business. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What target audience do you have in mind for your website? I don't like this stupid thing. Can I delete that? There we go. So you have in mind for your website. What action do you want a visitor to take after visiting your website? Can you give me 3? Yeah. How long will it take you to complete to write all the content for your website? Do we want to ask this now? Right. Yeah, that's good. And then they need to schedule a call. Through the few. The first steps in preparing for our kickoff meeting. It really goes a long way to making sure that the project starts off strong right out the gate. It really goes a long way in making sure that our project starts off strong right out of the gate, and that we can finish and have a finished product to you as quickly as possible. Book kickoff appointment here. There we go. So thank you for going through the first steps and preparing for a kickoff meeting. It really goes a long way in making sure that our project starts off strong, and that we can have a finished product to you as quickly as possible. Website to you. Starts off. And we waste as little time as possible. It would be like something like that. I think I want to sprinkle off a bunch of emojis on here somewhere, because I think that'll just help by adding a little bit more fun, a little bit more flavor to this. Okay, I think, yeah, we don't want to have anything too, add anything too more to this. We might, I still need to think about the form and whether we want the form, because I think I would like the idea, like for people to be able to come in here and understand what it's like to add a task here, and then put in and they could put in all the descriptions of what it is that they want, or ask questions, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we'll do both ways. We'll see. I think we'll have to play that by ear and figure out what clients want the most and just go from there. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave it here today. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining. I hope this was helpful. I really know that this is going to really simplify the process of onboarding a client, because when you're doing a web project, it's almost like the same questions over and over and over again, and it can get really, really frustrating. So if you can simplify this process and take what maybe would take 2 weeks to get them just going ahead, doing it on their own, and then coming at the call ready to go with like 2 or 3 weeks of work kind of all set, and you could just get that information and then be ready to run, then that is perfect. I could just imagine a perfect world. A client signs up, they get access to Asana, they write all the content, they give out all the images, they drop it in Dropbox, and then they book an appointment and they say, here's all the files, here's all the content, these are the websites that I like, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I want my clients to have, this is what I want them to feel when they go onto my site, this is kind of the look and feel that I want. Go ahead and make it done, and then we can get the website out the door like that. And then of course we'll always be reiterating and designing as we go along, as we form this new kind of partnership. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I think this type of process is going to allow us to do, and that is going to allow me to be able to have way more clients than I normally would be able to, because of cutting down on the process of going from initial client to final website and then onto the maintenance phase. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. Let me know what you think, and we'll see if we'll continue this tomorrow. We'll make some tweaks to it. We'll make some tweaks to it this whole time. But until then, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you here tomorrow with a new live stream. All right, guys, have a good night, and we'll see you then.